Every being should lose a battle in their youth so that they do not lose a war when they are old. In a sick society, superficiality is one of its pillars, because when people are born with a superficial sense of life, with a superficial sense of seeing things, the point is they will always have, or, well, they will live in that superficial reality for as long as, well, they can, until someone shows them a better way, a more refined way of seeing things. And, well, especially if those people, those superficial people, are capable of realizing that. Because it takes a long time to create a habit, but it takes at times even longer to break a habit or to simply replace it with a newer habit, especially if the newer habit is beyond your current potential or what you have been generally doing. And a sick society is very, very good at keeping you manipulated, at keeping you low, at keeping you in such a way that whatever you do is always bad, it doesn't work, it's never for you, it's always minimalistic. And minimizing people, you all know that, if you minimize people, they will sooner or later reach a superficial sense of life. So the point is, in a sick society, people rush. They always rush nowhere. They always rush to achieve nothing. They all want to spar, right? And, win fast. But they all also want to, have a chat, right? At the victory line. But none of them want to actually compete in the race. They don't like the race because, it's effort, and people who disregard their patience, they can't stand doing something because they just want instant gratification. They just want the instant result. So, in life, always strive for things, doing things. And there is also a quote that says, fail faster. The point is, don't get attached to things. Fail faster. Make mistakes, because you learn more through mistakes than through victory, right? Because, well, when you fail, you may suffer and such, but at least you learn a lesson. I don't pun it for nothing that when you say success, it sounds a bit like success. Because you don't learn much from success. Surely, the journey, if you've been patient enough, you can learn a lot, but learning through patience is a wholly different thing. Most people in a sick society, they just rush through the journey because they want the end result. But again, they are slaves of the mind, because whatever they achieve, they want even more. They're already thinking of the next thing. So disregarding the quest, right, disregarding the adventure, well, in a way, it's like not living life. And not being touched by life means being superficial. Being superficial means misery. And misery leads ultimately to ignorance. And ignorance, well, more misery. And, well, the death spiral of more or less death. Because when you are ignorant, you disregard everything. When you disregard everything, well, you are not discernible from the dead. Because the dead, they're also the same. They disregard everything. So, the point is, ignorance in a way is kind of like death. Life is all about struggle. Well, it doesn't have to be a struggle for everyone, but life is all about fighting for your rights. Life is always fighting about for all sorts of things. So the point is, when you fight for things, when you fight for any possession, especially in a sick society that's all about stealing everything that you have, any title that you may have been programmed to believe you have, well, also putting all the guilt on your behalf. Well, the point is, you have to fight battles. You have to gain so-called, emotional and psychological warfare experience, right? Because you'll always be exploited on those fronts. And losing battles on those fronts will yield you very valuable experience. Lose battles preferably as early as possible in life, so that you don't lose great wars when you are older. All this being said, you are appreciated. Take care. Ferenc Jan Bor signing out.